What is good? What is going on? And what is cracking? I am Philly Foothills, and I am back in. Welcome back into the Nest Out West, where I'm trying to bring you the best when it comes to Eagles content out there. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Today is December the 27th, no, the 28th, 2020. We're almost done with this crappy year. But, yeah, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. Dislike even. Give me some feedback, comments. Give me a thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. And then leave me some comments and some feedback of how I can improve my content to you, the viewer. So, and if you are already subscribed, I greatly appreciate it. I'm 45 strong. Love and appreciate all my subscribers. I have a personal goal that I've made for myself to reach 50 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm pushing really hard to try to reach that goal. I only got a few days left, so if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. If you know anybody who might be interested in my content, please share the video. I'd greatly appreciate it, and maybe I get some more subscriptions that way. So, but yeah, obviously, tough, embarrassing loss yesterday. A lot of changes have to be made, and I think myself personally, if Doug Peterson's not willing to relinquish play calling and hire an offensive coordinator who is a competent, proven offensive coordinator in this league, then he needs to pack his stuff up and find employment elsewhere, because, you know, his play calling, especially when we get down, is so unbalanced it's not even funny. And I know it's kind of like that because he's trying to make up for the deficit, obviously, right? But, you know, just talking about the unbalanced and not giving his star player, Miles Sanders, the ball when he should. Shout out to Lord Brunson. If you guys don't know who he is, he's one of the top Eagle content providers out there. And if you don't know who he is, go ahead and search under Lord Brunson. And he's got a bunch. He's got thousands of subscribers. Great Philadelphia Eagle content provider. And he came out with this statement that he posted on YouTube earlier, and I thought it was really interesting. Some stats about Miles Sanders. And I'm quoting his post here. So shout out again to, like I said, to Lord Brunson. If you haven't already, search him out, like and subscribe him. And like I said, he's got thousands of subscribers, so he's on top of the game. He's a self-proclaimed best Eagles reporter out there. So, and he's definitely at the top. But this is quoted from Lord Brunson. Since Miles Sanders took over the RB1 starting position week 11 last year, he's received only 20 carries twice in 19 games. And in those two games, it was only 20. He's never gotten over 20 in a game. Now, for someone who is tied for the second among NFL running backs in yards per carry, that's what I'm talking about as far as the unbalanced and not utilizing your star key players. Because Miles Sanders in his career as a starting running back has never gotten more than 20 carries in a ball game. And when you're tied for second among NFL running backs in yards per carry, you got to be getting the rock more. It's just so frustrating, Eagles fans, and I know you feel the frustration too. Again, like I said, let me know in the comments what you think about this video and how I can make this content better for you, the viewer. So to me, I mean, it doesn't matter who we put at quarterback. With this offensive line this year and our defense, especially with all the injuries we've had, there's not a whole lot of quarterbacks who can succeed behind this the play calling especially, and just in the injury position that we're in, and we have been in most of the year. Um, like I stated before, um, if we do send Doug Peterson packing, or if if he resigns or whatever, and we're going to go forward with Jalen as our quarterback, I would highly suggest pursuing and throwing a bag of money at Lincoln Riley, Mr. Lurie, because Lincoln Riley can get the most out of Jalen Hurts. Period. He got more out of Jalen Hurts than Saban did. So, if we're looking to dip into the college ranks as far as coaches go, and we're looking to get a solid head coach who I think is a great play caller, and I think he has a great offensive mind, and he's great with young quarterbacks. I mean, Lincoln Riley is your go-to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Who else I would put ahead of him on my wish list as far as college quarterbacks. So, let me know what you guys think about that as well. I mean, if we do replace Doug, who are we going to replace him with? Who would you guys like to see as the next head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles? I've given you my piece. I think Lincoln Riley would, especially like I said, if we're going to go forward with Jalen, and Lincoln might even be able to fix Wentz if we're going to keep Wentz around. I don't know if we're going to get him to restructure his contract. But it's like you said, it sounds like he said, he doesn't want to be a backup, and I don't blame him for that. When he could be a starter somewhere else. So, like I said, obviously if Doug does come back, which I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence. Well, like I said, he definitely has to have offensive coordinator. There's no if, qualms, buts about that. He has to relinquish play calling, and we need more. We need more pizzazz to this team, because we have a lot of work to do, and it's gonna depend on. A lot of it's gonna depend on if Jalen Hurts is gonna be our quarterback, how he develops in the next year or two, and he could be the next RG3, or he could be the next Russell Wilson. We don't know yet, so that's to be determined. Obviously, this coming weekend, I'd rather lose to Washington, let them go to the playoffs. Fuck Dallas. Excuse my language, little kids. Excuse my French. Bleep Dallas. And bleep the Giants. I'd rather get a higher pick in the draft. We obviously need to focus on. We need to focus on offensive line, cornerback, linebacker, and defensive end, and another wide receiver wouldn't hurt either. If we could snag if another someone like DK Metcalf could slip down into the draft and we can get him in the later rounds, that would be awesome. But those guys are a diamond. Those guys are a diamond in the rough. So we missed our chance with DK. Still salty about that. Still so salty about that. And obviously, like I said, we need to focus on the offensive line, because I don't know if the Philbillies are aware, but we've had 13 different offensive line combinations this year. That's crazy. That means very little continuity, very little cohesiveness, and just way too much shuffling going around. And one player, man, that I fucking, excuse my language, but Matt Pryor, man, offensive lineman, he's a swing guard tackle. The guy is just trash. Just fucking trash. yesterday, I mean, yesterday we had 6 false start penalties out of 12 penalties total. And I remember that Matt Pryor had at least 2 of those. So to me, Matt Pryor's got to go. There's got to be a short list of guys easily that could start over him that probably aren't even playing in the NFL right now. I mean, God, size can only get you so much. So we definitely need to focus on offensive line in the draft. We need to protect our quarterbacks. And, yeah. Yeah, I think entering. By the way, I got some of this information off of an article that Jeff McClain from the Inquirer posted. So definitely want to give him his kudos there. Because entering the Cowboys game, the Eagles had 25 false starts in the NFL, which was 5th most in the NFL. And we've had Eagles fans this year, with still 1 game to go, we've had now 53 pre-snap penalties, with, like I said, with still a game to come. And in the previous 3 seasons combined, we've averaged 40 pre-snap penalties. So that's got to improve vastly. I don't know if that has to do with lack of preparation or what, but there wasn't even hardly any fans in the stadiums this year. So the crowd noise definitely can't be an excuse. I don't know if it's just lack of preparation, shitty coaching, a combination. I don't know what it is really. It's hard to say, but definitely that's something that we got to work on going forward. It's just unbelievable how many drive killing penalties the Eagles have. And that Slay interception should have at least turned into 3, if not 7 points, and we got nothing out of it. It's fucking embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing against that below average Dallas Cowboy football team. It's just extra frustrating when you get beat by the Cowboys. Extra frustrating. Especially when you have a coworker, and you know who I'm talking about, who doesn't follow football all year because he has his reasons, and I respect him for that. But another coworker came in before me, and as a Cowboy fan as well as he is, and let him know that the Cowboys would beat the Eagles. So of course when I came in, he was talking shit. But you know what? He caught me on the wrong morning because he got cussed out. Point blank. He got cussed out. Right in front of my boss. I don't care. And my boss don't care either. That's the kind of place we run. It's a warehouse, so, things like that go on a lot. But it's all fun. It's all good. And like I said, you know who I'm talking about. But let me know in the comments what you think. Mr. G. Money. Yeah. But like towards the beginning of my video, I was talking about how the offense needs to be way more balanced. Obviously, I hope whoever is our offensive coordinator next year is run-oriented first type of coach, because, like I said, we need to get Miles Sanders his carries and utilize his abilities to the fullest. And we are not doing that. We haven't been doing that since he started as our starting running back. So, yeah, run first, take the pressure off the quarterback, whoever it is. It's probably going to be Hurts. Doug was on the whip this morning saying that he's pretty sure he's going to be back. So that tells me that he's already had a conversation, which he should have a long time ago, with Howie Roseman. It should have been done before the beginning of this year, about how he's like, well, Doug, you got a choice. You can relinquish play calling and hire an offensive coordinator next year, or we're going to go in a different direction. And Doug with the change of quarterback, because I don't think he really gelled with Carson Wentz, obviously. Carson Wentz just, I don't know, didn't really. I don't know, this whole team just doesn't seem to respond to Carson Wentz. At times, especially when he struggles, they seem to kind of, in a way, turn their back on him kind of quickly. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting, the dynamic that Wentz brings as a quarterback as far as team chemistry. So, yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing to like I said, maybe they'll bring him back, have him restructure his contract, and have a quarterback competition in the summer and let the best man win. But I don't know. I think, I hate to say it, as I've been a big Wentz supporter, but to me it seems like now that that the team and Carson are headed for a split, which, like I said, is kind of shitty to say and kind of shitty to think about. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. There was one other thing actually I wanted to go to just run by you guys real quick before I go. So after this loss to the Cowboys, we now have 26 turnovers on the year. That's the most since 2015, when we had 31 under Chip Kelly, who was fired with, well, actually he was right around this time, with 1 game left. He was fired as the head coach at the end of the 2015 season. So I know Chip Kelly didn't win a Super Bowl, so that's where Doug has obviously the upper hand. And it's just, man, we had such a prime opportunity to dominate this division this year. Being the division was so weak, but just wasn't in the cards, and it is what it is. Sorry this video's been so long. If you stuck through it to the end, I appreciate it. Thank you for doing so. And again, if you are new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that give me that thumbs up, and hit that subscription button, and hit that bell if you want notifications of when I post my videos. And I am doing 31 videos in the month of December, and I am obviously almost done with that. So it's been a journey. It's been fun. I enjoyed every minute of it. Well, until next time, Philbillies, like always, fly Eagles fly, and stay mean, stay green, and thanks for viewing me on your screen.